one can see and hear you.
I have a new house, but I don't live there yet. Here is a picture of it.
Wow, it looks great.
Where are the bedrooms? They are upstairs. Here is the hallway, and there are the stairs.
Where is the living room?
Here, can you see? I can play and work here, and also watch TV. I have a surprise to show you. In the yard, can you see? A big tree with a tree house for my friends to play with me.
Okay, so I've talked about the house. I'm going to be talking about it probably a lot more because I am super excited. This is a song, oh my god, this is a song that actually comes up in one of our lessons in our curriculum. And today it came up twice. And this is how I got when it came up. Apparently I'm a very emotional person. But, you know, I'm like, I have a new house, but I don't live there yet. Thankfully, the mom of the first student that, you know, I wasn't, I guess, emotionally prepared to sing that song this morning, but the mom of the first student, she saw me tearing up like this because I got like this in class. And the mom and I are pretty close. She's a regular student. And I was like, I have a new house. I'm like, I really have a new house. These are my pictures. And she's like, oh my God, congratulations. You know, I told her the house was born. The house was built in 1949, which she was like, oh my God, it's so old. But I guess there's a lot of old houses around here. And I can see the fox in my backyard again. Hold on a second. Okay, so my name's Jillian. I'm with Once Upon a Time Fitness, and I'm easily distracted by foxes that run in my backyard. Yeah, so the house that I'm moving into was built in 1949, and the house that I live in now is part of an apartment that was built in 1840. And this house is horrible and I hate it. And I pay a lot of money for it. So this house is actually going to be the same price as what I pay for rent, maybe less. And that fox is really distracting me. There's like legit a fox sitting in my backyard. I'm staring out the window and all I can think of is it eating my dog. I think I need a bigger dog. A 15-pound dog against a fox doesn't seem like a winning fight to me. So anyways, this house, it needs some work done, and here I'll show you a picture of my bathroom. If anybody has any ideas on how to fix this, like really quick and pretty cheap, I'm all for it. I've been like going through the Pinterest boards. It's an old country house, and it's part of a living trust. The owners are old and they're in a nursing home, and so I'm taking over their little farmhouse, and I'm super excited about it. Hopefully everything goes okay. My inspection is on New Year's Eve. I looked at this house on Christmas Eve, and I fell in love with it because there's something that I really, really like about quirky houses. This is so funny. Oh my God. Okay. So when I first started looking at houses, I'm sorry, I'm so emotional. You don't know the hell that I've been through at this place that I'm at right now. And this is just so like, okay. All right. Let me back it up here. So I live in an apartment that's actually part of a house. And my landlord is an old man that doesn't care and he doesn't care about tenants' rights. He has straight up told me that. We have gotten into arguments about it before. He just walks into my house whenever he wants to. He has showed up what I've been teaching classes, knocking on my door, and walked into my house like while I was teaching classes. Like, oh my goodness, it's insanity. Nobody is allowed to do that. And I told him this before, and he said, well, I don't care about tenants' rights. Well, dude, I do. So it's cheaper to own a house. I mean, provided you have to like pay for the maintenance and stuff. So, you know, it could get expensive, but as far as like your monthly costs, it's cheaper to own your own home around here anyways than it is to, you know, put somebody into somebody else's equity, put money into somebody else's pocket, into somebody else's equity, by paying to live in their house. And he doesn't update anything here. The room that I teach in isn't even insulated, and it's not separated from the rest of the house either. I know I've talked about this on my videos before. It gets so cold in my house in the winter because of the insulation problems. It's not properly sealed, so sometimes I hear mice in my ceiling, like they go up there just to hear, or just to get warm. I had to take, and this works if you ever have mice, I had to take Irish Spring soap, like the bar soap, and scrub my counters with like the dry soap. And that actually, I found it on Google and it actually works. I did it last year when the mice started coming in the cold, and it worked. It repelled them. But he doesn't do anything with it. The roof is falling apart. My daughter has been sleeping in her bed. There was a time when my daughter was sleeping in her bed and she started getting rained on from the upstairs neighbor's shower. He did fix that. The gas lines are not safe. I mean, he refuses to fix anything in the house. The appliances are from 1960. By the way, if I ever have to buy anything, I'm totally buying Whirlpool, because the fact that the appliances from 1960 still work, I'm pretty friggin' impressed. The floor is from 1960. The carpet is from 1960. Everything is from 1960, from when his parents moved into this house. And like they redid it. And he doesn't want to update anything. As a matter of fact, when my appliances break, he tells me, hey, I'll go in half with you. Okay. No, that's not how life works, dude. So I've been wanting to get out of this for a really long time. And last year I actually, after I lost my job at the post office and before I started with Palefish, I actually applied at Habitat for Humanity, and I was willing to like go live in the city to just get out of this. I was willing to buy a house in the city just because, you know, I can't afford something in the country. I got denied. Everything happens for a reason, right? But I got denied by Habitat for Humanity because my credit score wasn't good enough. They actually require you to have a pretty decent credit score. So I didn't know that. Poor people don't have good credit scores 9 times out of 10, right? So I was stuck, and I started with NACA, and I kept getting denied by them, and then I went to the VA, and they approved me. So now I'm on my way to closing. My mortgage contract says January 27th is my closing date. That seems really soon. My realtor says March 1st. I'm guessing it's going to be in the middle, maybe February 10th to 15th. I'm going to put a prediction of February 12th is my you know what? I'm going to close on Valentine's Day. Because I looked at the house on Christmas Eve. I am having my inspection done on New Year's Eve. It only makes sense to have it be a holiday. So my guess is I'm going to close on Valentine's Day. Because I'm guessing somewhere between the 10th and the 15th of February. I'm hoping. I do have to redo the bathroom because the people that lived there, they had it modified so that they could get in and out of the tub easily. They were an older couple. So if anybody has any tips on how to do that, I'm all ears. We will call bath fitters and get a quote, but I have a feeling they're going to be really expensive. We haven't decided yet if we're going to do it ourselves, hire a plumber just to do the bathtub, or like spend a lot of money at bath fitters. And I'm thinking we're probably going to go as cheap as we can. Plus I'll feel really good to do it myself. I guess this is contingent on whether or not the house passes inspection, and I'm hoping that it does. It already has for someone else, so because that buyer fell through. The house is small, but it's my little place. It is my family's little corner of the world, and I'm so excited. So, okay, back this up. So, when my realtor asked me when I first started working with her back in like March or April, she asked me out of all, like, if I could pick any house, like, what would my dream house be? And I said, well, it would have 3 bedrooms and a basement and a nice yard, and it would be somewhere that is zoned to have chickens. But none of that's really important. I just need a place where I can take care of my family and raise my family. So I kind of pushed everything off to the side, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to afford something where I can have property and I can, you know, have chickens, and I can, you know, they have a basement that I can finish, and like, I'm not going to have all of that. Oh, and a garage. It's like, I'm not going to have all that. I got to go simple. So I started looking in like some of the suburbs instead of in the country, because you can get a lot nicer places out there for a lot cheaper. And finally I found something in my daughter's school district that actually, because the buyer fell through, and it actually meets my initial criteria, and it goes above and beyond, because it has a barn with a hayloft and stalls, and it's got a coal burner and 2 tons of coal, and it's got like everything I could possibly wish for, except for space. There's not a lot of inside space because it is small, but I'm really excited. Oh my goodness. So I'm so thankful. None of this would have ever happened in a million years had I not found Palefish, had I not just been searching, you know, searching through Google or not Google, searching through the App Store and ran into Palefish. None of this would have happened. I would still be trying to figure out my life and not paying my bills on time because I didn't have the money, and yeah. This job can totally change your life. If you haven't gone ahead and jumped in yet, then I highly suggest to do it. I will put my link in the blurb below so that you can go ahead and try it out if you want to. But I'm very excited, and I welcome you to follow me on my journey to home ownership and whatever craziness comes with that, because I'm sure it'll be a lot. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and you'll see more and hear more, and I can't wait to show you how I'm doing the dining room. Like, the dining room looks horrible right now. It's going to be so cute. Just wait. And I'm not changing like a lot in it, but it's enough to change it. Like, I'm keeping the brick floors, and it's going to be this super cute country shabby chic. I'm so excited. So I have a lot to do. I have to pack and clean and get all this stuff ready, and I am not ready for this at all, but I am so ready at the same time. All right, guys, I'm going to cut this short. I will see you guys later. Bye.